guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring you a review for Sakamoto Days Manga Chapter 59. So we start things off with a flashback, and it's really just Shin telling Sakamoto, like, yo, when we go down to this examination, to this testing site, to this facility, whatever, I don't want your help. And this basically made me laugh, because up until now, up until this point, and I still feel this way, this opinion of Shin probably will never change, but Shin is that guy. Shin is that guy who will always need help in some capacity. He's just the guy that is just not rated in his series. For example, Yamcha in Dragon Ball, for example, Genos in One Punch Man, and I could go on if I wanted to, if I truly wanted to, but you should get the gist. Shin will always be that guy who will always need help. So this bit of the chapter made me giggle like a little bit. And now going back to last week, I said, okay, Shin versus 14-year-old boy probably won't go well for Shin for XYZ reasons. When it comes to fights within the series, Shin is never looking good in these scenarios. This is the first time. But when you go back on it and look on the facts that Shin was fighting a 14-year-old boy who's aspiring to be an assassin, he should have really come out of the win. So good thing he did. Good thing he did. When you look at it that perspective, Shin should come out of the win, and he did. So the fight was wrapped up really quickly and just completely didn't go how I was expecting it to go. Not saying that that's a bad thing, it's just saying that it just didn't go how I wanted it to go. And Shin comes out of the win, and after the fight, it seems like there's going to be a relationship building between these two. Maybe they get close, maybe they get close enough to feel like Shin betrayed him. No, sorry, maybe they get close enough to the point where Shin feels like he is betrayed by this boy when the Netavolt happens, where I see this boy joining the order, or at least being accepted to be trained by the order, so he can be an order level member of the order. But that's what I see happening. This 14-year-old boy expresses a want to join the order within this episode, and because there's an other order member present who's an administrator for this exam, I kind of feel that that's where we're heading towards for him. But for now, it seems that Shin and him are getting buddy. We see Shin help this guy later on within the chapter. I think we're going along with those lines. On the flip side of things, it seems like, cause where I feel it, like the way I feel right now is that Shin has taken him under his wing, and Sakamoto is taking this girl under his wing. We learned that Sakamoto is at some point probably changing. I think that was Shin, because remember he was talking about how he taught someone how to use a gun. I think that was Shin, but it seems like because Sakamoto didn't have to worry about Shin within this arc, maybe, Sakamoto will take a liking to this girl and keep her under his wing for the remainder of the arc, because it seems like he does have some sort of interest in her, some interest within her. We know that, this is going to be a cakewalk for him. He doesn't really have to try too hard, and he seems to just be watching her, fairly fascinated by what she's capable of thus far. I feel like at this moment, Sakamoto sees some kind of potential within her, and that's why he's watching after her, showing her the ropes kind of thing, like he did within this chapter, showing her how to shoot a gun. So we end off the chapter where we are introduced to Mr. Movie Madness, as I'm going to call him for now, and he's just being phenomenal. But again, similar thing to, like I said, for Shin, the majority of the people here should be people who are aspiring to be assassins. So then they may have, some skill, but they're not going to be skill savvy, high level skilled. And because we know this guy's coming out of the order, him easily defeating multiple people within this chapter, it's impressive to see. It's impressive to see, but when on paper, it should be expected, kind of thing. And that's everything that happened in this chapter. So I think this chapter is progressing the story in a very nice and quick way, as per usual. The action in this chapter isn't as good as previous chapter, probably because it was pretty short and things wrapped up very quickly. But regardless of that, still a good chapter. So it's for those reasons I'm going to give it a 3-star average rating of like always, guys. I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.